Oh, and before I go, welcome to your freshman year. It's time to spend the skill points you have already earned to upgrade your player. Additionally, each week, you will need to manage your workload. Activities like practice will earn you coach trust. And as your coach trust increases, you can improve your spot on the depth chart and gain more play calling flexibility. Now, let's get to work.
Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rides and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are...
First down for this offense. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen, the ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere? Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That pass is well off target. He got it. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Gillespie. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys. And that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious. He's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah.
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for space, it's Sanders. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. He's got 50 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. They'll leave it with him. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Tackled after picking up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead. I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quick shuffle pass underneath.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allow the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around that side.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, obviously at this point,
so the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
and you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Gillespie. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Escapes the sack. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On the run, it's Sanders. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no moss. Get it together.
Fast motion from the offense. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Brown. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take it, fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
You could tell the defense.
I don't know what it is about a missed field goal that can send a bolt of energy through an opposing offense. Now they've got it at about their own 37.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. The Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Gillespie. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up, looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Wants to throw. It's Gillespie. He's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play. Brings up second down.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation. Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pulls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Dropping back, it's Gillespie. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed. And
he's loose. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their...
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Dropping back, it's Gillespie. Looking for space to the left. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Runs through a tackle. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Feeling some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really not.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And he'll be brought down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Scanning the field, it's Gillespie. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks are on the move. The give to the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking to throw on second down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't. They'll run this play from the pistol. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is a third and long. Looking for room. It's Sanders. Thrust that arm out. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The defense. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the right.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Power football with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. To the air, it's Gillespie. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Using his feet. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This defense knows they have to do a better job tackling. On that play there, too many missed tackles on the wide out. It leads to an explosive play, and all of a sudden, they're in their own red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Sanders. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Number 5.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He took a hit as he threw it. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a crease. It's Sanders. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. 2nd down.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Gillespie. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense set on first down. They're going to run it to the right. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense has a 2nd down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He wants to throw it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And the offense tries this.
First down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide out in motion. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Gillespie. Coming after it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back with his long 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's the danger about being...
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. And there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll give it to the back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Sanders. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Gillespie. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Offense gets set for second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this...
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. To the air, it's Gillespie. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Sanders. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Trying to get to him. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Fires it down the seam. It's complete. A huge pickup. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To the air, it's Gillespie. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And how about this offensive show so far?
Man, really nice job attacking.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup would put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunt. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
To throw, it's Gillespie. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, South Carolina! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Looking to throw, it's Gillespie. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He wants to throw here on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a...
Sends it downfield. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate.
And the offense takes the field, eager to go back to work. Off play action on first down. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense. First down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Here's the handoff. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. A 1st down for the offense. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 30. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take...
Off he goes! He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows through the defense.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense. forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
All right, now when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory,
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know.
You